Okay, y'all. I have not forgot about Clive Davis, y'all. I've been going through it. My sinuses, my little sister's asthma is acting a fool. And I've been on the phone all morning trying to find a specialist for her asthma because I got to do something. It's like it's getting worse, but I know it's been a lot of rainy days, so that's probably doing it too. But anyway, y'all, bear with me. We gonna do a couple videos. We're gonna talk about Tigger and his little situation. So let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Big Tigger. He is all over the place right now. Everybody's talking about 53-year-old Big Tigger, y'all. Now, word on the street is there was a Paul session that took place with him and his wife. This is what the streets was saying. It showed pictures of her with an eye messed up and a big gash in her face and this and that and this. Now everything is coming out about what happened that day. And y'all, it's a doozy. A lot of people is taking sides. Taking sides. Some people is saying they believe her. Some people saying they don't believe her and they trying to take his side. But it doesn't matter whose side that you take right now because there's camera footage, y'all. Yes, there's camera footage. Now, for those of you who don't know who Big Tigger is, he is the person that used to be on Rap City. Started off on Rap City, 106 in Park. So he started off on television. Then I think he moved to doing radio. And then he does podcasting and stuff like that. But he is known for V103 and all of that, y'all. And this is one that nobody heard anything like this about up until now. Up until now, I told y'all 2026 is revealing some stuff that people, you didn't know about people. A lot of stuff is coming out. And it's crazy the things that's being said right now. Now, I'm going to say this. Okay, he's 53 years old. We never heard anything about him putting paws on anybody. We have to say that, okay? And if you think about the situation that's going on right now, and how everything went down, I'm going to just say this. I don't think he purposely did this to her on purpose. Okay, y'all? Now, word on the street is the reason why this whole thing took place, okay, and everybody's talking about Big Tigger being arrested and accused of injuring his wife, doing a Paul session and all of this stuff. The only reason why people are talking about this right now is because, an incident took place at their home. And word on the street is, y'all, this is what they saying. She picked up his phone and she saw some questionable, text messages and stuff like that between him and his co-host. Now, if you don't know who his co-host is, this is his wife who face was messed up. And this is his co-host right here, y'all. This is the co-host. And word on the street is there were some text messages between the two of them that made the wife feel like he was cheating on her. He was cheating. And it's sad that you have to hear about things like this because I can't stand guys like this. That's really, really sneaky and get married, but knowing that they out here. And I don't understand that part because it's so many men out here that'll tell you in a minute, I'm not trying to, be in a relationship. I got sad people that I date, whatever. It is what it is. Either you with it or you're not. But then we have guys out here that's sneaky. And these are the sneaky ones, and I feel like he's that type of person. This is my personal opinion, okay? I feel like Big Tigger is the type of person that, want to have that squeaky clean image of, oh, I got a wife at home and kids and this and that and that. But at the same time, he want to still do what he do on the side. And if you a public figure, you think it's not going to come out what you are up to and what you're doing. And it's crazy that when this situation happened, and the wife, this is what they said. The wife looked at his phone. He snatched his phone from her. Then she went downstairs to the basement. Allegedly, this is what they saying happened. She went downstairs to the basement, and she tried to unplug a computer that both of them use. And he shoved her into a door or something like that. And this is how her face got messed up. Right here. This is how her face got messed up. And they said that, there was blood everywhere. And he, excuse me, y'all, he took her to the hospital. When he took her to the hospital, red flags went off. It's just like if you take a child, they could fall or whatever, you take it to the hospital, they have to report incidents. They are reported to DCFS. They report stuff like that. If you come in with papillon or anything like that, or a situation like this, and word on the street is they said she fell, when they took her to the hospital, but they said it was red flags, and they are the ones that contacted the police. And this is what they do at the hospital now. This is what they do. They will contact the police on you. You don't have to tell them to call the police. They will. So they start investigating. And once they investigated everything, this is when, the shitka hit the fan. She wasn't the one that originally wanted to press charges. Matter of fact, she didn't even press charges. They flagged the situation and called the police their own self. The hospital, y'all. This is how this became. Now, everybody's dragging her and saying blah, 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 blah. And it's her fault and this and that, that, and that. But it's not her fault if her man won't keep his stuff in his pants. Okay? It's not her fault. Okay? And they're now pulling up her past, talking about that she got questionable past and things like that. And they're saying that Tigger, he came out and he apologized to the co-host, but he didn't apologize to the wife. So that goes to show you something could be going on right there. When you got this big old gash on her face for her finding out you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing, you ain't apologize to the wife, but you apologize to the co-host, y'all. And it looked like he got a type, because to be honest with you, the wife and the girlfriend, alleged, y'all don't know these people, but this is what they saying. The co-host that they are saying that he has this alleged affair with, she just looks like a younger version of his wife, to be honest with you. A younger version. She got like a long face, the wifey, but they look similar if you look at the pictures. So, it is what it is. Like I say, you got guys out here that, want to be sneaky. They say they want to get married. They say the vows, but then they're out chasing everything else. They say they trying to build something with their wife, and you out doing this and that, and y'all helping each other with your businesses and this and that. But soon as that person is not around, you looking at something else. That's sad when you got guys out here like that. And I don't respect guys like that. I really don't at all, because why waste somebody's time? Why? And ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful about, telling people about everything that's going on in your life too, because, and I know this is her husband. He should know what happened to her in her past. But the fact that people are now using her past against her, it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense to me. Okay. Now, yeah, she did do some bogus stuff in her past. Word on the street is, she had some type of issue with her other baby daddy. And it had to do with, I guess, issues of, who gonna keep the child and this and that and that and this. And, a word on the street is she took the child. I guess he was supposed to get custody, joint custody or whatever with the child from the first relationship. And she took the child and she walked away from the relationship. And a lot of people felt like she took the child against her will or this and that and this. But we don't know the circumstances of why she took the child. Okay, and didn't want the child around the other baby daddy or whatever, we don't know. But we do, rumors are that, and I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there, but they're saying that now, there's a rumor coming out that she left her child in a car for 8 hours in the cold. And she got in trouble for it because, it was cold outside. And they said, I don't know that they not have anywhere to stay. I don't understand why she wasn't in the car with the child. Where was she at for 8 hours while the child was in the car? We don't know if she was trying to work. We don't know. They just said that the child was left in the cold. The child had blankets up against the window and stuff like that. I don't know if that was to protect the child from somebody seeing the child in the car for hours. I don't know. But whatever it was the stupidest thing that she could have done. Because she could have got somebody to babysit or something. Because 8 hours seemed like a work shift. So did she have to work? And she left this child in the car for 8 hours. And in the cold, I don't know if she called herself keeping the child warm by putting covers on the blankets on the window. I don't know. But either way it go, it was a stupid decision to make. And people are saying she's lying now because of what she did in the past by leaving the child in the car. We don't know the whole story about that. And like I said, there are some women that are, single parents and they do dumb stuff. They'll take their child to work when they were supposed to take the child to work because they don't have no babysitter or they didn't split up with the husband or the boyfriend or whatever. And they're trying to do it by themselves or they don't have nobody to watch the child or don't have money for a babysitter. So we don't know why she did what she did by leaving the child in the car for 8 hours. We don't know. But, it is what it is. Until we find out, we don't know what to say with that situation. Because I don't. To me, it sounds like she possibly was at work or probably out partying. Because some girls do that too. But I think they would have put that in a report that she was out partying or whatever. I don't know what happened. If anybody knows, y'all can let me know about that situation. But yeah. This is what they said. So now they're using that against her and saying that she's a liar. And they putting this up, Big Tigger arrested, but wife has a devious history. She could be lying. But I don't know why they would think that. Because there is footage, y'all. There's footage. There's footage. They said everything is caught on a Ring camera, y'all. A Ring camera. So I don't know how everything is caught from a Ring camera that was inside the basement. But this is what they saying. The whole thing is recorded. So you can't lie if it's on a recording. You can't lie. It is what it is. And that's it. That's all. What she's saying that he did is recorded. So everybody that's going to be on this guy's side and say, oh, he didn't do this and do that and do this. The camera footage says different. The child that was upstairs listening to the whole thing took place. Because this is why they charging him for battery and third degree something. Let me see what they said they charging him with. Battery, okay, which is a felony. They're saying felony aggravated battery. And then they're saying third degree, doing something to a little one. And they're saying that he didn't actually do something to the little one, but the little one overheard the commotion. And this is why they're saying that that charge was added, y'all. Now, he was arrested, and they're saying that he was booked into Fulton County Jail on June the 20th. Excuse me, y'all. By the Sandy Springs Police Department. But he did bond out that same day. So stay tuned, y'all. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. People not giving her props for the fact that she did not even she didn't even file charges. He was just flagged, when he brought her to the hospital and said she failed. And people was like, no, it's more to this story. And I guess when the police questioned who I was in the house, that's when the information came out too about the little one, saying that yeah, it was a altercation, an argument, and stuff going on, and they were in the house, and they pretty much witnessed by listening, hearing the whole situation that took place, and that's why that charge was added. So y'all, only thing we can do is stay tuned. The fact that he haven't never done nothing like this before that we know of, it could have been a heated moment and he shoved her and he didn't pay attention that he shoved her into a wall, or he figured that she would catch, her hand would go up or something to protect herself. But yeah, y'all, they're saying that he's in trouble. He's in trouble. And they have pulled him from one of his shows. One of his shows, I believe they pulled him from. I believe it's the radio station. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with him like that. But I'm hearing that until this blows over, he has been pulled from one of his shows, or, well, I guess that might be his only show. I'm not sure right now. But either way it go, y'all, we, only thing we can do is sit back and see. Will he be charged? He's already been charged. How can he fight this? I don't see how, if it's on camera. A lot of people is talking about this. Some people say, oh, she's lying. Oh, she can't lie if it's recorded, y'all. She can't. So it looks like he is going to be in some serious trouble. And he already messing up his bag because now he's not on his show. I don't know if it's the radio show or the podcast, or is it that both. But they pulling back his money now, y'all. Word on the street. His name is too close to Tiger for me, y'all. I'm just saying. And Tiger's attack. I'm just saying, y'all. They attack. Look at if for some reason everybody that got something to do with tigers and stuff like that, they stay in trouble. They stay in trouble. And like I said, the fact that he's never done this before, it could have been a heat of the moment accident that he just shoved her and went into that. But the camera footage, they saying it was a all-out fight. We shall see. We shall see, because I don't think that they would even be going this hard on him if it was just like a accident. Then you got to wonder, have this happened before and she just don't report it. That's another thing. She didn't report it this time. The only reason why it was reported is because they had that big gash in her face. Now, how do we not know that this is something that he does all the time, and she just don't say anything? She probably figured they're not going to believe her anyway. And he's such a big, she feel like he's a big celebrity. I don't, because I don't even watch a show or anything like that. But she feel like he's a big celebrity, so maybe she feels like people wouldn't believe her, especially with her past and stuff like that. So it's a possibility that he's been doing this even before now. And I'm going to just say this. When they question that child, I'm just going to say this, y'all. How do we not know that child said that this is something that he does all the time? She just never reports him. And the only reason it was reported this time is because of the red aftermath. So, we got to sit back and wait on this one, y'all. But lo and behold, they're saying there is footage. So, I don't see this. 1 + 1 is 2, y'all. I'm just saying. How can you say that she's lying when there's footage? And it got to be more than a shove. Because people are reporting that there was a pause session. So did he swing on her too? I don't know. Because it looked like she got a black eye. So did he swing on her, or did the black eye come from hitting that door too? But her face is messed up, y'all. It is. But anyway, they're supposed to be getting a divorce. So I'm sure this going to help her case with the divorce and all of that. Just going to go quickly. Now, what he going to have to give up, I don't know. What is he worth? Let's check real quick. Let's check what his net worth is, because he out here making big money. Big money. Let's see what his net worth is. $4 million. They're saying he's, yeah. I don't know if he have a prenup, because he might have to give up half of that. Let's see. But they even put that up here. Let's see. It's saying there's no public information or record indicating whether he has a prenuptial agreement with his wife, Alicia Brown. The couple is currently navigating a highly publicized and ongoing divorce. The legal proceedings and divorce filings, including any prenuptial agreements, remained strictly out of the public eye. So we don't even know if they have one. But 9 times out of 10, I don't see them not having one, y'all. I don't see them not. And they're saying he's under investigation. So it's going to come out if he didn't put his hands on her more than once. And the child is going to be the main witness, y'all. Because the child is always in the house. And they ain't got to say, but he done done this before. She just don't tell. Boy. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep my little sister. She's 10. Keep her in your prayers that we, get some answers on her breathing. And I'm going to say this, y'all. I've been doing everything y'all told me. I done tried everything with her asthma. And I'm going to say this. I did find this really, really good doctor that has, really, really good reviews. So I'm gonna check into this guy and see, what he's about. Because a lot of people said that it was at the end of their rope. And they went to him. So I'm going to go try this guy out and see what he's about. But she definitely needs some help. And if anybody had any experience, like I'm about to explain to y'all real quick, y'all let me know in the comment section. But I really think that she has the worst of the worst asthma. And I've never seen it in my life. Like every time she goes to the hospital or she go to a pulmonologist or whatever, they'll put her on some, pharmacy stuff. And it'll work for a couple of weeks. And then it's like it loses strength or something. It don't work anymore. Have y'all experienced that? If y'all have, let me know in the comment section. What did you do? Or whatever, because right now I don't even know what to say at this point. It's like every time she goes to the hospital, they put on something else, and they leave her on the other stuff, and they just add more and more pharmacy stuff, but it's not working. It's not working, and I don't get that. It'll work for a little while, and she be doing good, like, oh, I'm glad I can breathe and I can go play, and then after a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, it stops again. So I've never seen anything like it in my life. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.